Just from the cameras. So the robot of the Darmstadt Dribblers has a camera in the head. The robot of the Nows actually has two cameras. So one can be used for watching the ball, the other for looking around. Could be used. In addition, they have a distance sensor, I guess based on ultrasound. Ultrasound distance sensor. So these are the two different sensors. By this they have to recognize the environment. They have to compute where the robots are on the field, where the ball is actually, where the other players are. They have to decide their actions, where to go. And to implement their actions, they have to control a very complicated motion apparatus. So the robots have around 21 motors. Just let me explain this one. So we have 6 rotary motors in the leg, in each leg. We have a motor in the hip. We have 3 motors in the arms and 2 in the head for looking around, which makes 21 motors. This is 3.5 times the complexity of an industrial robot on a much smaller scale. So here on the back or there inside there's the main computer which does all this image processing and localization and behavior planning. Yeah, and all these motors must then be controlled in real time, and of course there's an effect. The robots are walking, everything is shaking, and the camera images are not ideal camera images, so there are also a lot of noise, which makes it very difficult for the robots actually to localize. Both teams play in different leagues of RoboCup. This is a standardized benchmarking environment for autonomous robots. This environment is highly dynamic as the ball and the other robots are moving quickly, should get around. So the robots are allowed to communicate by wireless LAN, so they can send some information like where they may have seen the ball on the field to the other robots. Yeah, and if someone with a big red T-shirt would sit down on the field, the robots would usually shake, that's the ball. Yeah. So they, from the camera images, so they use all the segments what I'm seeing here to reconstruct. So both teams are playing in different leagues. The robots of the team from Bremen are playing in the standard platform league, where all teams, all 24 teams, have exactly the same robots, and only the software makes the difference. And perhaps there's also some wear and tear, we have to be honest. And in the humanoid kid-size league, where the Darmstadt Dribblers play, every team has different robots. The teams are usually developing their own robots. There are requirements in the kid-size league of the maximum height of the robots and the relation of the height of the center of mass to the foot area, which means if your center of mass is low, then you are not so likely to fall over, but then you must have very small feet. So that's a drawback. If your center of mass is high and you're likely to flip over easily, then you have a larger feet. So the robots are using inertial sensors which measure rotational velocities around the hip. So by this the robots can detect where they are becoming unstable and trying to use this to stabilize motion. So when the robots are falling down, they're using an acceleration sensor which says them, well, now the direction of gravity is different than when I'm standing upright. And that's what they're using to detect falls and to stand up. So in both leagues, so they have a similar field, but some differences. For example, these goals, so they have the same field size and the same outer field line, but now we are using the goals from the humanoid kid-size league, but the size of the, I guess, goal area is now smaller. This is so the humanoid size would be this one, and this is the size for the standard platform league. And also we are using the ball from the standard platform league. So in in the kid size, usually these robots play with an orange tennis ball. Now this is, what's the name of the ball? Hockey ball? It's a kind of hockey, a street hockey ball. It's a different ball, so it rolls a bit differently and has a bit different size, also a different color. This one is red, the other is usually orange. Also for the rules, they have many similar rules, but also some different rules of the game. So both teams don't play in their regular environment. So both teams have the challenge to adapt to this somehow. And both teams, it's worth to know that both teams in their leagues since 2 years have not lost a single game. But this is not to be as a match of champions. It is just an exhibition match, and both teams from Bremen and from Darmstadt have been working together several years ago in the Vorlecht Robot League. They had a joint team, which was the German team, and then jointly they scored the championship in the Vorlecht Robot League. But now they are in different leagues, but still there are some similarities, and there's a lot of friendship between the teams, and we are very glad that the team from Bremen was willing to do this exhibition. And we will see how this will work out under these difficult conditions for both teams. On this monitor, you will see the score of the game, and it's the playing software. There is on one laptop, there is a referee software. We have a referee in the game, but the robots cannot hear sound yet, so they're getting the signal that they're ready for playoff, and the playoff are getting from a software by wireless LAN, which sends the signal now, get ready for play is started, or when a goal has been received. So on this screen, actually, this is a computer which listens to the information that the humanoid robots of Darmstadt Dribblers are sending to each other. So you see the players are sending their different roles, what they are currently doing. One of them is the goalkeeper, so it's a designated goalkeeper, and these two we have a striker and a supporter, and these two will change role in the game, and you see the current position and orientation where the robots believe they are on the field. This is what they have computed from the images they have with the camera. And here you see where the three robots may think the ball is. From the computer you see that they don't have exactly the same ball positions selected. For example, if now one robot would see a ball somewhere else, he would tell to the others the ball is somewhere out there, and maybe then all may look there to check this. So it is kind of debugging. Okay? You ready to go? Okay, so I'm handing over to the referee. Okay, it's the referee. And and good luck to both of the teams, and hope we have a nice game. Now the robots are getting ready for the kickoff. Autonomously they are positioning themselves on the field. The team Be Human has kickoff. So that was the play signal.